welcome to Atop the... Hark! Is that the sound of pure awesomeness approaching? I do believe it's time for more Mr. T! The last time we looked at some Mr. T comics, the results were disappointing. And a little Shia LaBeoufy. No. To be perfectly honest, I didn't even know that was a thing with Shia LaBeouf, but whatever. Point is, the last two Mr. T comics I reviewed were really damn lame. They had their moments to be sure, but it was just an overall disappointment, and seeing Mr. T get laid out by somebody named Steroid was just so annoying that I had to make up my own ending. Then again, my own ending had to be the ending, considering that from what I've heard, there is no third issue to that Mr. T comic. The damn thing ends with Mr. T unconscious or dead, which is why it was time for us to go back to something that was insane, but truly showed off the greatness of Mr. T, which is of course Mr. T and the T-Force. Yeah, another sequel episode to a comic I've previously reviewed. I swear to God I didn't plan this block of episodes to be like this. It just kind of happened. I reviewed Mr. T and the T-Force way back in 2009, only my 13th episode. It's a bizarre little thing, wherein Mr. T runs around New York with a camera recording people doing illegal things, and then recruiting drug dealers after he shames them with the greatest Mr. T line ever. It's a crack baby, fool! This is also where he first displayed his many superpowers, purportedly obtained by the mystical T-Force. But of course they had to ruin the whole thing by introducing the T-midichlorians. We ended with Mr. T leaping around rooftops and eventually getting confronted by Apache Chief. Not sure what the hell is up with that, but I guess we're gonna find out. So let's dig into Mr. T and the T-Force number 2 and see if we can get the superpower counter higher.
Welcome to Atop the Fourth Wall, where bad comics burn. Linkara's gonna teach you all a lesson you won't learn. Brodsky, you're not the smartest. Life out, you're not an artist. Anyone who's had a bad comic published, it could be your turn. Linkara, he's a man punch, wears a birdie hat. Linkara, he has a magic gun. Where'd he purchase that? Linkara, coins, robots, Amazons and trucks. Linkara, this comic sucks. Linkara.
Our cover is... Oh my God. Do you see that? Is it? It is! Free trading card! My friends, this road has been long and hard, but at last, once more, we have it. A trading card with Mr. T on it! Jeez, how many comics did we have to go through with trading cards that didn't have Mr. T on it before we finally got this again? Except no substitutes, my friends. Anyway, our cover features Mr. T punching some demonic creatures while his fists glow with the same intensity as his jewelry. And that is how you make a cover to a Mr. T comic, with Mr. T kicking demonic ass. Not how Steroid defeated him. By the by, glowing hands of energy, adding it to the count. We open where we left off last time, with Mr. T facing the giant who was carrying around a ton of guns. Hey fool, those AKs ain't gonna stop me! Damn right. Remember the A-Team? Guns can't actually kill people even when they're like 5 feet away. Mr. T busted your drug runners, and now I'm gonna shut down this warehouse. You're finished. Done. Out.
Completed. Red Bear, shiny at the elbows.
You prattle on like a fool while my people starve. Starve because you prevent the planting of the coca plants. Wait, did Mr. T travel down to some South American rainforest and kick the asses of drug dealers there? Nice. You are the fool! Give me a second! I'm thinking of the right words to say and want to be careful with my speech. Dude backhands Mr. T, declaring himself to be the strength of his people and that they will be stolen from no more. See, now this is a bit more intimidating than steroid. And no, I will never get over that! A gigantic guy with guns who needs a 2-page spread to send Mr. T flying. That is how you create a villain who can stand up to Mr. T. Got me napping like a fool. I'm Mr. T. I take micro naps in between telling kids to stay off of the drugs. The guy grabs him and declares, "Your fabled T-Force cannot save you from the strength of the Incas." The strength of the Incas, eh? Dude does realize that the Inca Empire was conquered by the Spanish and most died off from disease, right? I mean, it's kind of hard to boast about how strong and powerful your civilization is when it's kind of dead. Mr. T realizes that giant Inca man is trying to choke him. But my mama said, knock you out! Hey, remember that Mother song that Mr. T sang? Don't quite remember the verse in there where his mama told him to kick someone's ass. You have no conscience, American! Unlike me, I am the ethical person who just tried to choke you to death. You would starve my people, children and elders. How can you live with your crimes?
Come on, sucker, I ain't got time for your crazy rap.
What? I starve people? What did I do? I love Mr. T's expression here. He's honestly taken aback and horrified at the suggestion. That's just how good a person he is. You, Mr. T, keep my people's plants from reaching the marketplace so they can be sold. You mean drugs? Yes, the plants of the mind.
Don't you con me with your mind expansion slop. I deal with kids every day. I try to clean up the mess that people like you make out of them. I'm the expert here. You're not.
Ooh, now there's an image. Joe Friday and Mr. T as a buddy cop team fighting drug dealers. The muscle and the mouth. Rock cocaine ain't no plant of the mind, brother. It's death. First it's the rock cocaine, then you move on to the harder stuff like China Cat. Is that what you want, sucker? China Cat? Meanwhile, several drug lords are watching the proceedings in their dark, shadowy room and discussing that they should just go in and shoot Mr. T instead of all this horsing around. I did not get where I am, Chico, by acting like some common hitman. Instead, I acted like some shady supervillain sitting in the shadows, like I was friggin' Blofeld or something. So it turns out the Inca guy is a cyborg with a huge grenade gun in place of his hand. Makes me wonder if he has to clean and polish that thing. No more of your lies! Your interference ends today, and my people will be free of the yoke of hunger! So, does he cook the cocaine into dishes? He has like cocaine brownies and cocaine pasta? He launches a grenade at Mr. T, who narrowly avoids it, making me wonder how the hell this building is still standing. Earlier, Mr. T said he had been knocked into some support beams and some of the roof came down. But unfortunately, the gun also launches darts, one of which manages to hit Mr. T in the chest. Oh no, I've been smoked! And smoke is bad for you. Stay in milk. I ain't getting on no plane. We cut over to the hospital where Mr. T dropped off the drug dealer from the first issue. He's about to take out some garbage and then make a run for it, but he's spotted by the nurse who was so disgusted by him before. When she calls him boy, he responds angrily, "My name's Justice, and together I can be justice." Oh, wait. 'Cause I don't get none. I can't get no satisfaction. I can't get no girly action. She tells him to come take a look at the crack baby fool that they brought in, who's inside of an incubator to help with his lungs, and fortunately, he's going to be okay. The dude's signal watch starts beeping, no doubt indicating that he needs to go join the Mighty Morphine-powered addicts. Unfortunately, Mr. T's not doing too hot. No! Get away! I ain't gonna!
We're in a plane!
Don't panic.
A plane!
Take it easy.
No
Relax,
plane!
relax,
A plane!
relax, relax.
Plane!
Don't.
Justice realizes that Mr. T is not even talking to him, and we see things from Mr. T's perspective, where it's a void filled with asteroids and pink clouds.
Too much pink energy is dangerous.
Mr. T is suddenly attacked by these dinosaur demon things.
Come on, homie. Just relax. Enjoy the trip, man. Doesn't it feel good? We can be your best friends.
I mean, we just worked wonders for Roy Harper. Look how good he's got it. Okay, bad example. Mr. T tries to refocus himself, but a demon dinosaur leaps onto his back. You can't fight this, Mr. T. It's too strong. Give in and enjoy the ride. Or rather, I'll enjoy the ride, since apparently I want you to give me a piggyback ride. And thus, Mr. T punches the thing out and yells, "No! I won't ever give in!" I would just like to remind you all that this is a comic book where Mr. T, fighting a giant cyborg Incan warrior, has been injected with drugs and is now tripping balls while trying to battle invisible demons with his superpowers. This may in fact be the greatest comic book ever made. The other demons attack him with everything they've got, including tentacle hentai.
There's no escape. Just let us help you to forget the pain. Forget everything. All the pain. All the struggle.
I was made by pain and struggle. No one takes away my pain. Pain makes me the best.
I don't want my pain taken away. I need my pain.
In reality, the Incan warrior is, slathering goop on him? The hell is this? Did Mr. T step in some gum and it somehow has expanded into what we're seeing? The Incan keeps insisting he give in to the drugs, but Mr. T refuses to surrender. All of this under the watchful eye of drug dealer dude. Oh man, he's wasted! I seen guys go through this before. They end up like them zombies in that Jackson video. They get wasted and start dancing like this? He runs to find one of the other members of the T-Force and tells him what's up. Can't do anything. This is your day, Justice. I'm not even supposed to be here today, man. I love this. Mr. T is getting his ass kicked, but the dude says that Justice has to go and help him because he's undergoing his 24 hours of testing. Thus, he's not allowed to do anything. It's up to you. If you know these gangsters, you'll know how to help. Just because you know what the problem is doesn't mean you know how to solve it. Justice says screw that, he's not gonna help Mr. T, and didn't want any of this to begin with. I'm sideways, freaks! That's right, I'm sideways! Except for the times when I'm vertical, anyway. Back over to the fight with the Inca, more invisible tentacles make their attack on Mr. T. The T-Force will bring me out of even this! Have you accepted the T-Force as your Lord and Savior? Humans do not live like this!
If we fight like animals, we'll die like animals!
Back with the shadowy drug dealers, they talk about how things aren't working out like they hoped, so they're just gonna shoot him. However, when they storm in, they see the Incan carrying Mr. T away on the roof. He, of course, evades their gunfire, and a few minutes later, Mr. T is sitting with the Incan, and somehow has his camera back. I guess the Incan decided he needed to grab that too. Ooh, my head's splitting. What's up with you, brother? Why'd you save me from the bad guys? And talk right into the camera. Incan warrior talks about drugs. I got myself a new viral video. I believe I have been lied to by my employers. I also believe you have a great deal to teach me, and I am ready to learn.
T stands for teach, train, and toughen you up.
And so our comic ends with the image of Justice standing on the street, watching as the cops descend upon the drug warehouse. Silently, but with interest and curiosity. Wait, curiosity? Because poor literacy is just another superpower of Mr. T. This comic is incredibly stupid, but awesome! The first issue still has problems with its premise and overall just being a big fight scene, but these days I'm hard-pressed to say they suck. After so many years later seeing much worse, I'm more inclined to look on these comics as enjoyably awful. Need I remind you that this is a comic where Mr. T experienced drug-induced hallucinations while fighting a gigantic cyborg Incan warrior. This is the stuff of insanely awesome comic books. But let's always remember that Mr. T does believe in a drug-free world, so let's try not to support drug use.
Snowflame made cocaine popsicles!
And if you'll excuse me, I have to go deal with the problem before I am arrested.
Snowflame is the ice cream man!
Get the picture? Kim was so busy feeling sorry for herself, she didn't see that her father was in trouble. Good thing she opened her eyes in time, because if she didn't, she would have never found the clue that saved him. So when you get your feelings hurt by somebody you love, think a minute before you cry and moan about your own feelings, because the person you love might be the one who's really hurting. Take it from me, Mr. T.